Welcome on in. It's time for another edition of Friday Night Lights. I'm Mike Fenner. He's Cameron Up. And the high school football playoffs continued, including a District 10 championship on the line in Class 4A.
We'll get to that in just a minute. But first, we lead off the show with the District 10 6A champion, McDow, hitting the road for State College.
Let's get to the highlights there from the sub-regional actions. Trojans coming off a 28-14 win in the D10 title a week ago. And facing the Little Lions, 23-yard touchdown here early on for Eddie Corkery to Lamar Wilson. 7-0 lead for State. McDow here, the 4th and 1. QB keeper. It's a fumble. State gets on it. Kellen Williams recovers at the 46-yard line. Jump ahead 3 plays later. Corkery to Cooper Brushwood. 40 yards for the State College touchdown. 14-0 Lions in the first. McDowell missed a 31-yard field goal attempt to end the first quarter. And here in the second, 2 plays later, Corkery to Ty Salazar. 78 yards to the house. 21-0 lead for the home team in this one. Later, it's Wilson with another dart here. Long play, wait for it on the pickup. And this one results in 6 as well, as it was a rough night for the Trojans here going to the final score here. If we can get there, McDowell going down 35-7 on the Plyler entry system scoreboard. Trojans bow out in Class 6A. Congrats to McDowell on their great season.
Now to the District 10 4A title matchup between Meadville and General McLean at Fort LaBeouf. Teague Berger is going to pick up the opening kickoff. He's going to veer towards the right side of the field, and he's got a wall of Lancers in front of him. Just the kicker to beat, and he makes him miss. It's smooth sailing from there. Berger runs the opening kick back 91 yards. It's 6-0 GM in the blink of an eye. That would pretty much set the tone for the rest of the night. Later in the quarter, they go back to Berger for his second touchdown of the game to make it 12-0 Lancers. In the second, it's Berger again. This time he gets to the goal line. Caden Haller is going to pick it up in the end zone just to make sure, but it's 19-0 General McLean. At any rate, Berger was just as good on defense. 4th and short for Meadville, and he's in the backfield to make the play. The Lancers take over on downs. In the second half, it would go from bad to worse for the Bulldogs. 4th down, GM Special Teams gets in on the act. The punt is blocked, recovered by the Lancers. They'll take over in the red zone. That would lead to this one. Isaac Zeitz on the quarterback keeper. He bulldozes his way over the goal line for the score to give the Lancers a 27-0 lead, and they are fired up. Later in the half, they're going to go to the air. This one's out of the hands of Isaac Zeitz. It's popped up into the air, and Jacob Zeitz, the concentration from him to haul it in. He brings it to the end zone to make it 34-0, and General McLean wins its first District 10 title since 2006, topping Meadville in a 34-point shutout.
Pre-game, I was actually in the locker room, not feeling too good. I get the nerves, and it always takes me one play to just settle in, and got that deep kick return house call. It was awesome.
It means so much to all of us. You know, we're going to be talking about this when we're 100 years old or however long we live to. You know, this is just going to be always in our memories, and always we'll remember each other for this.
You give Wayne Bradford 3 weeks off, and he can watch a lot of film and dial some stuff up. And we had the opportunity to teach it to our kids, make adjustments, and kind of see how things were going to fit. So it was just a great game plan, and our kids executed it. We just talked about it. Why not us? Why can't we do it? Yeah, we're going to be some of the smaller teams, and we'll be counted out from just where we're at. But why not us?
On the Plyler entry system scoreboard, General McLean tops Meadville 34-0 in the District 10 4A championship game.
Congratulations to the Lancers. Let's go to 3A D10 semifinals at Meadville. Cory facing Hickory. Early action. Hickory, Xander Telez here throwing to Jaden Phillips, and he takes off on the rocket screen. Makes a couple guys miss there. 14-0, the second touchdown of the night for the Hornets here in the second. Later, Telez keeping the ball and runs it close to the end zone here as he makes his way inside the 5, knocked out of bounds and taken down. But again, Telez once again keeps it, runs it in, and that's another Hickory touchdown. 21-0 in the second. Hornets in control. Now later, Beavers with a football here. Cory back to pass. Nolan Carey throws this one. And Phillips with a nice defensive play over the middle. The interception as Hickory comes up with the takeaway. That'll lead to this. Telez hands it off. And Calvin Morrison, he'll take off. Takes this one for more than 50 yards. He goes from the middle of the field, cuts it across to the left sideline, and he won't be caught. 28-0 at the half. Hickory on top and then move to the third. Phillips once again coming up with a nice play on defense with an interception on this one, as it's going to be actually first a reception here. Looks like a catch on the sideline, and eventually an interception coming up on the other end as the Hornets take care of business in this one. They go on to knock out Cory. Your final score 42-7. Congrats to the Beavers on a terrific season this year. In the opposite semifinal, it was Titusville facing Sharon at Franklin. The Tigers take down the Rockets 40-7. Again, congrats to Titusville on an outstanding season. It will be Sharon and Hickory going for the D10 championship next week. In Saturday high school football D10 playoff action, of course, tomorrow, Class A semifinals featuring Cambridge Springs and Greenville going at it at 7 p.m. at Meadville. Reynolds faces Wilmington at 7 o'clock in the 2A finals. Farrell and Sharpsville, an all-Mercer County matchup for D10 at 7 p.m. as well. Still to come on Friday Night Lights.
The Otters were back at it on the road, plus much more. Stay with us.